So, Thurman,
Yes,
uh,
sir.
that merger.
Oh, right. Topic. Yeah. So, the merger. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm torn here because on one hand I'm super glad that we'll have unity in animation again in anime, but on the other hand I'm over here like every time Sony gets their grubby hands in something it usually dies.
Rest in peace, Evo.
Ugh. So I'm really not looking forward to fucking Funimation, aka Sony, having their hands in everything because now really our entertainment is essentially controlled by three corporations. You got Disney, you got Warner Brothers, and then you got Sony.
It's actually funny because, like, people, I'm curious now. Does that mean that Verb, like, because at that point, there's no need for an individual Crunchyroll anymore. So, are they just gonna make Verb like the ultimate like site now?
So
Because
here's the thing, there, but it used to until that split, and then now that this buyout's finalized, essentially, we have that unity again that we didn't have. That's why Funimation left Verve originally, and then went to um, this High Dive company for their like dubbed anime. Hey, thanks for the subs on Getsu. If you're viewing this on the YouTube side, this was live streamed over on our Twitch. So, twitch.tv/Control Chaos Studios, and you can come find all of your content over here first. And
a shameless plug.
I'm like, I gotta edit this shit anyway, man. But
Shameless plug.
yeah, so anyway, like with fucking this merger, I really am curious if we're going to see that again because I would love to be able to drop that extra $6.99 bill for the fucking subscriber uh, tier bullshit so I can get discounts in their store. Uh, I definitely didn't just use that for a $200 figure.
It's funny because I'm just like, when it comes to the merger, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like in the long, well, I wouldn't say the long run, but like at the start. But it's just like maybe we should probably be like, okay, let's take a step back and think about what this could mean. Because I
Right.
know a lot of people. I'm not gonna get political with it. I'm not gonna be the type because people already are gonna be upset because Funimation changed the dub for political reasons and blah
Oh,
blah.
fucking blow me.
Like like I'm not I don't care about all that. Like what's interesting is like what will this mean now for like Funimation? Because I I know Red uses Funimation, but like I know Crunchyroll's been predominantly like pretty decent when it comes to that stuff. So with Crunchyroll and Funimation now, because I know Crunchyroll wanted to, the big thing about Crunchyroll was is that Crunchyroll was all about their Crunchyroll originals
Mm-hmm.
getting like non manga stuff to be anime, like specifically like webtoons, getting webtoons out there. Because
Exactly.
I think because I know webtoons and Crunchyroll had like a deal, so I wonder if that deal's gonna keep going through or if it's gonna fall through because I think Tower of God already got announced for a season two. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. And then, but I mean, to be fair with that though, like the webtoon originals haven't been doing quite well. Like the only one that didn't fail was Tower of God, and everything else kind of shit the bed that I heard.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's interesting because you bring up a really good point there, and Funimation already having divisions of studios and everything under that Sony banner, it was like, what can we really do here, and what can we do to change it? Because obviously Crunchyroll has Elation as their studio, right? And then you have Aniplex and Cloverworks as the two for Sony. So would they be produced in house at Funimation at one of their subdivisions? Well, what will the situation be there? Because like the only one that you really did well was Tower of God. Everything else like just kind of shit the bed. So would it even be profitable, or would it be easier to cut the contract because of the merger?
because I mean, the thing is when it comes to the originals and all that, because I know a lot of people, because I know High Garden Spice
Mm-hmm.
is another big one. I know a lot of people were complaining, but one of the biggest issues, besides like how the marketing was the fact that people were upset that Crunchyroll was making like its own anime when people were spending their money to boost the necessarily anime industry instead of
Mm-hmm.
Crunchyroll making their own shit. And my thought on that is like that's fucking stupid. Like, why would you get upset that they're making their own stuff? It's like I like that. Like I get it, you want to support the anime industry in Japan. I get it, but it's just like if they're making their own anime, like I don't see I don't see the issue with that. Um, but other than that, I don't really see a big issue with it. But I just hope that not like it doesn't shit the bed with it because Sony being Sony, they make some shitty decisions. So I know a lot of people are worried because they, quality wise,
Mm-hmm.
Funimation has been doing the best. Like they don't know how to fucking release shit on time. Like there's still episodes missing from like long running anime that's not on the website.
Yeah.
And
I
I know the biggest one's probably region blocking too. It's probably another big, certain parts of the world probably won't be able to get certain anime.
Well,
Uh,
they already kind of do that with both services, actually. So,
and I think one of the biggest things for me is the censorship. I think censorship and is gonna be a big thing because
oh
I
come
remember,
on, you didn't like Skate the Affinities dub?
yeah, but like I think because I know a big example was Ishiku Reviewers. Like
Oh
that didn't
yeah,
even get a fucking dub. And so like with Sony in the picture now, and I heard Sony has been cracking down on like very violent sexual content, even on their gaming side. So like heavy censorship. So I don't know like if an anime like will we get a certain anime that's a little bit like raunchy or like violent or gory like that's one
give
of
it
the
to
biggest.
High Dive. Let them deal with it.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest concerns for me is
Hmm.
like the more rated for adults, like high violent, high sexual series, are they gonna get the boot for the more like conservative? I think Chainsaw Man is gonna be part of that example because Chainsaw Man is going to be extremely violent, and Mappa is not known for
Tone.
sugarcoating shit. So
Map
Chainsaw
is
Man.
not known for giving a fuck.
Yeah, so Chainsaw Man is good. Honestly, I feel like maybe not because it's still technically a shonen, and other people are putting a lot of money for it. But
Hmm.
at the same time, it is Sony, so
Yeah,
they
I
probably
mean, they had the titty fog, man. They had the titty fog. So, everybody in the chat's giving us really good points here. High Guardian Spice might be maybe being dead on arrival. The back and forth between Luke and Zangetsu there. So those that's a good point. Like, I'm curious on if Funimation will keep that in play, like that in-house and animation. I'm also really curious, like you were saying, Thurman, on them censoring anime and the blood, the gore, the violence, all of that. And Funimation already puts out like the dub for Attack on Titan, so they're not too far on something to a Chainsaw Man level. But, say Fire Punch or Hell's Paradise, stuff like that, would that be hosted on their services? And given Fire Punch potentially being greenlit, that's one that really concerns me as how fucking dark that series is. Will it even get picked up now because of this? Or will it be one of those that stays sub only that you got to find on the illegal sites? Those dreaded piracy sites.
yeah. Because I mean, one of the biggest things that's going to sort of make or break it is the
Mm-hmm.
fact that what what exactly are their agreements going to be when it comes to because I mean the good thing about this merger I feel like is the fact that you're gonna get dubbed and subbed probably quicker than usual like
Mm-hmm.
specifically the dub because I know the dub probably takes like 1 or 2 months like not 1 or 2 months that's stupid but like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks like after because I know the dub is usually like 2 episodes or 3 episodes behind the usual sub so
Mm-hmm.
because I know Black Clover, the Black Clover dub is just now getting to the Dante versus Asta fight. I saw that clip. By the way, Dante is voiced by Patrick Six,
Yeah.
voice of Rag the Blood Edge, and a few others. very great. But
It's actually shocking how far behind they still are in that.
yeah, I thought it'd be done a long time ago, to be honest.
And I know a lot of it's because of the panorama and all that shit. So, like, I get it, but I also, even working from home, right? Like Funimation still like Rooster Teeth because I believe they're all like based in the same area are and the same being in the same field. They still do a lot of their voice acting and content from home, but even working from home, they shouldn't be that far behind in dubbing. Like, it's not like sending a voice file over the internet is this fucking difficult of a thing. Um, I also get like in voice acting versus like content creation, you have to have connection between your AD and all of that, so you can are there voicing these lines and given context for what you're shooting. So there's a little bit more than what we do, obviously, or what anybody in that field does. So it's rather interesting to be stuck in this loop of like, oh, that series that ended a year ago over in Japan is just getting to episode 55 over here. You got plenty of time to binge it.
Yeah, so that's a huge thing. Oh God, still side tangent. I forgot that the Denkeki Bunko Climax game is on the PS3.
Can you buy it?
I don't know. It's only $20.
Oof.
I'm trying to figure out which version is the current. I mean, the current version wasn't released in English, but this version is down because Denkeki. By the way, Denkeki Bunko Climax. They publish stuff like Excel World, SAO, Dura, Shikuki no Shana. What else? We have, they have a lot. Actually, it's funny. They actually, I would consider them like the Shonen Jump of light novels. To be honest, they have a lot of repertoire. But Strike the Blood. The famous "No Senpai, this is our fight." I fucking hate that line. God damn it. Sorry. And Toradora. Sorry. Side tangent. Weird. My mind's all over the place. But back to the topic at hand. I like when it comes to the merger itself. Like initially, I didn't know how to feel about it because I was just like, oh, okay. Because I apparently it was always going to happen. But to be honest, that's kind of an L to Funimation because how do you like say, hey, we're gonna step away from Crunchyroll, and then you have to work with Crunchyroll again?
Yeah.
Like, that's really funny.
Coming back home like a beaten spouse there, Jesus Christ.
I guess like Crunchyroll, because Sony bought Funimation, or was Sony always owned by Funimation? I don't know, but well, I should say Funimation was owned by Sony, but
yeah.
Either way, like it's funny how they like broke up and now they have to get back together again all awkwardly because of Sony.
I'm sorry, honey. I'll never cheat again.
You have to kiss and make up now.
But let's be real. It only works between you and me.
That's really funny.
Oh, goddamn! I'm a little too dark today and everything. I'm also filming this 2 edibles into my day, so that's also fun.
That sounds lovely.
But anyway, like that. Just to wrap this up, so I can have a timestamp to snip around here. I really, once this gets into play, like I'm guessing a couple seasons down the road because we're already getting everything filmed for the rest of this year. So when that merger takes place and you see that first dual logo anywhere, I guess we'll know kind of the direction this is in. But I'm hopeful for more anime getting localized, but I'm also fearful for the censorship in it because I'm not one to censor anything. And you notice, like, most of our content's, like, really off the cuff. Very rarely will something get cut from a video. But, and it's simply because of that reason. Like, we don't like that censorship. But I also realize there is a line for a business to be in, being the negative Nancy here. So, I'm going to be curious where they start drawing that, because you're already seeing little bits and pieces of shows being trimmed out, like you were saying towards the beginning. But that's my like. I'm really really. Oh God, sockets. Like that. That's really like where we're going to start gauging how the industry will be here in America, because then we would only have really one other answer for content to come out of, and that would be High Dive. And how long can High Dive be a competitor now that you have one massive conglomerate in anime?
Yeah, especially since this, and basically it was huge too because Funimation was famous for its dubs, and Crunchyroll is famous for its subs. Now two of them together, so that's going to boost it up hugely. Because the only other company that I know that makes dubs is Viz. And I know Viz is staying afloat because I think Viz is owned by something else. I'm not sure, but I know they do the JoJo dub, I think, and that does pretty well.
JoJo, Yashihime, the stuff like that right now, I think, is all that they're really dubbing. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or the chat, but I believe those are the only two like that are still being done by Viz. So I guess here we'll go back to the other scene really quick.